Hello, how you guys doing? My name is Antonio, the digital marketing strategist here for HVMA Social Media.
Hi, I'm Vinny. I'm the social media manager here at HVMA.
So in today's video, we're essentially going to talk about how we build relationships with our clients, specifically social media content, because I believe it's very, very important to understand the language of the brand or the personal brand rather. So how do you go about, building those relationships with clients to understand, what they want posted and stuff like that?
Well, really the key thing that I do is, anytime, like, for example, we have like a meeting with a client, I always like to sit in on the meeting and I usually do more listening than I do talking in the meetings, and I kind of get a vibe for their personality. Sometimes I'll search like their Facebook or their Instagram and stuff, and I'm mostly looking for the videos. Okay. So I feel like the videos is where you get their mannerisms, how they like to deliver and everything. And I always feel like that's a key, because usually when you're doing social media, your first reaction, like as a company, is to always do like, okay, I got to put this in a professional manner, which is a good mindset when you don't know them at first. Right. But once you get to know like their language and stuff, if they talk a certain way or if they type a certain way, you want to cater it that way. That way it feels more like, okay, that person's talking to me and there's no manager behind it. Because they'll notice it. Like even friends or somebody will notice it. Like I know, we have, like I know one particular client we have, I won't say their name, but I will say after, she's been part of HVMA for as long as I've worked here. Right. And over time I've gotten to know her, hang out with her, talk with her, and once I got to know her personality and where her comfort level was, like with content and everything, it made it easier for me to post. Like I remember one time I did this funny meme, and it was literally like a gamble, but I thought it was funny as hell. It's this girl has a seductive look on her face. That's all the picture, and the caption I put, "When you see the size of his credit score." So in the captions, I tried to be funny because that's the comedian in me. Right. So I wrote like, bigger is always better. And then in parentheses I put, no, not that, but that's not bad either. And then I went into the rest of the thing and I kind of posted it. Then like immediately after I posted it, I had this thought in my head like, oh, did I go too far? She called me later that day and said, this is the funniest post you've ever done. Please do more of these. So once I found out, okay, she has a comfort level, it made it easier for me to create stuff, because I found that the more flexible people the client is, the better content you can make. The more strict they are, it's doable, but it makes it tougher.
I got you. I do think like what you were saying is like understanding, the client and what they want specifically, right? Yeah. But I do think you have to also like you said, you do have to pay attention to, their mannerisms, what they like, the typical things that they post, because you don't want it to be. You want it to be a contrast for the good, not a contrast for the bad, right? Because people can definitely tell, like if you don't do the time to do your homework or the research, they can definitely tell, like immediately, like, oh, you didn't put that post up. Like that wasn't you. Like who's running your social media? Because they automatically know, right? Or it could be a good thing, right? To where like, they notice the change, but then it's like you said, if it's more on the professional, oh, I noticed that you now have a rebrand. I like this rebrand. I like this, but it's still you. And I think that's at the end of the day, I think that's what most people are scared of, is like, oh, like handing over my social media and now it no longer has the me feel. It feels like very cold or anything like that. So I definitely understand where you're coming from. So I wanted to ask you another question. So how does that process actually look like when you're creating content for these clients?
Really what it is that it's mostly me just, I'm literally like trying to figure out like, okay, like what specifically we're doing for this client on this day. Like, are we promoting something? Is it just a regular post? Is it like, are we selling something? And then I'm kind of just looking at that and then just trying to figure out how I want to go about it. Like, do I want to go? Do I need to be? Is it one where I need to be professional? Because there's sometimes you just got to be like straight up. This is it. Right. And if it's like something important like that, then I'm just like very straightforward. The other time it's like, can I be funny with this? And can I make it entertaining? And then it's mostly me just. It's like if you ever come by the office and you just see me just staring at my computer screen, that's because the wheels are turning in my head. I'm not being lazy. This is the wheels are turning in my head. Because I'll literally be sitting there like twirling a pen for like 10 minutes going, okay, how do I make this work? Because I'll have a specific task I'm told to do, and I just look at everything, or like if there's like a video I have to post, I'll watch that video 5, 6, 7 times,
just to make sure.
And pick like the important stuff and then just put it all together. So really, it's just for me. It's more of like it's a thinking strategy for me. That was always been my secret. Just thinking, letting the creative wheels turn, and then once I hit something, I'm typing.
You're good.
Yeah.
No, I definitely understand that. So I think that's good, because I really feel as though like when you're creating content, you definitely want to take your time with it, and you definitely want to make sure like every post fits what they're looking for. Like, let's just say we just recently had like a client that had an event, right? You have to know what you think will resonate and what will eventually get what they're looking for, like that end result. So, there's a social media post, like I said, with an event, you want to have a clear call to action, and there's going to be a way that you do that. Maybe videos showing past events or testimonials or stuff like that, versus, like you said, it may not be time to make a funny post when she's trying to get when they're trying to get like people to an event. So I definitely understand that process. So what would you say? What is the biggest takeaway that you've gotten, just even personally, from being able to manage these accounts? What do you see like the biggest takeaway of or what you've learned? I guess you could say across all accounts, like to create better performing posts.
I would say the thing I learned the most is that how different every client is. Because they talk about there's that everybody has different opinions, everybody has different thoughts, everybody has different ways of going about things, and we hear that all the time. But I didn't really realize it until I started managing other accounts, and then starting to see like how this person acts, how that person acts, and realizing like it's like I'm creating content for like different people, so it's like I have to think. It's literally like having multiple personalities in my head is the best way I can describe it. Like I'll have one person here who's very funny and outgoing. I'll have one person here who's very strict and conservative. I have one person over here that's like, I want to get the girls and party. Like there's that person. I have to put myself in their shoes and their mindset, and that's something I always have to think about. Like there'll literally be times where I'm doing like engagement, and a question will pop up in a post that I'm trying to engage on, and I'm like, okay, what would this person say? Right. And I've really been stumped. Called the client and go, okay, what would you say in this particular situation? And then type that in. So because I always have to remind myself, it's not my opinion that matters. It's what they're thinking. Because because you might see something and type your opinion, and then realize it's the polar opposite of the other person's opinion. Right. And you forget you're speaking for them. Right. So that's literally what it's like. It's like multiple personalities in your head, and you're trying to remember who goes where and how that works, and then boom, it's like you not only learn more about the client, you learn more about the world in general because you have different opinions running around your head at one time.
That's crazy. I didn't really think of it like that. Like you really have to put yourself in the shoes. It's kind of like an actor. Like you really have to read and study and examine their person to then be able to authentically too kind of like regurgitate what you think they would say. Exactly. And it's especially based on like DMs or like engagements on a comment. Like you really have to put yourself in those shoes. So that's amazing. But that is it for the video. We really hope that you enjoyed it and you got something from it. We have a lot of resources also on the website that we definitely want you to check out. They're free. So if you have any questions or anything like that, definitely hit the link in the description below. You can check out our website, hvmasocialmedia.com. But yeah, we definitely appreciate you watching this video.
Absolutely. And thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no worries.
See you later, guys.